Serapeum Coffins. Serapeum Temple. It is located in the antiquities of Saqqara, Giza Governorate, Egypt. It contains 26. A huge granite sarcophagus masterfully made. The cover of the coffin weighs 30 tons and the body of the coffin itself 70 tons, meaning that each coffin is approximately 100 tons. This means that she needs about 500 men to move each box. The question: for whom were these coffins made and why? And why are all the coffins empty and closed except for only one? And why was not any mummy or corpse of the body of the Kawapis found in any of them, as mentioned by some historians? Who made it? How? Why it was made? And why is it so huge? The most strange question: how did they move it into the corridors and tunnels of Serapeum? If the pyramids of Giza are the largest and greatest monuments Serapeum to Serapeum, it is the most puzzling and confusing antiquities in the archaeological world. The wonders of the catacombs. The catacombs of the Serapeum are in themselves a problematic puzzle. In the summer you'll find them cold, and in the winter hot, sweating in it. The tunnels are 400 meters long, dug in the heart of the rock of the Saqqara Plateau, and not in the middle of the sand, and the tunnel descends to it with a step ladder. In the main tunnel, there are boxes, at those visible spaces in the map. If we look at the main corridor, we find it straight. The Serapeum tunnels have only one door, which is considered the entrance and exit, so the vision inside the tunnels, even with the presence of the sun, is very dark. Complete darkness. Did they dig all that distance with this depth in the dark and put out tons of damages by the torchlights? It is strange that there is no trace of torch placements on the tunnel walls, just as any fire flares at that depth with backfill and dust would be hard and stifling work. Can we say that is a guide to the ancient use of lighting technology? Precision engraving and sculpture. Looking at the roundness and straightness of the tunnel, can a human hand be able to dig a tunnel with such accuracy and straightness to this distance, or can we say that this is impossible without a drilling machine? This is because the tunnels are not dug in the sand, but they are dug in the rocks of Saqqara, which certainly requires an incredible double effort to be carried out by the human hand alone, but they are powerful and advanced machines that accomplish this work. If we look at our contemporary civilization, we will find that to dig a tunnel like this, we will need a giant tunnel digging machine. Then we come to the Serapeum coffins themselves, which are scientific and engineering miracles even at our present time. These coffins were not built, but they were carved with a sculpture like any coffin, consisting of 4 sides, a base and a cover. The body of the sarcophagus itself was carved by cutting a solid block of granite of various types from the quarries in the south of the country, in Luxor, Aswan, Sudan, Sinai, the Red Sea and Fayum. Then, after the estimated mass of 80 tons is cut from the quarry, it is excavated and polished, and then the cover is carved. Coffins are all made of high hardness rocks: red granite, black granite, basalt, schist, quartz, which are rocks that can only be dealt with by diamond cutters. It is inconceivable for anyone to say that they were constructed with the tools that were used in the dynastic era, which are respectively stones, copper, bronze, and then iron in later ages. All of them cannot deal with them at all with these tools apart from polishing them in this way. The box itself was bewildered. How did they do it? There is no doubt that shovels and primitive forging machines cannot produce such a unique engineering product, as all the inner and outer corners of the box are a full 90 degrees, not 90.1 or 89.9. Also, the flatness coefficient with an error rate of less than 0.02%, which is a degree that cannot be achieved in the modern era by using high-precision machines, or optical technology such as lasers, to obtain complete flatness. The box itself is polished to a degree that makes your mind look forward, except that there are advanced machines or technology that have dug and polished it in this precise way. Then we come to the most important question: how were those giant coffins placed inside the tunnel, which is one very narrow entrance. The amazing information is that King Pharaoh tried to get one of the coffins out of the tunnel and sought help from many workers and mules, and he could not move it from his place except for a few meters, and he was left in his place until now. How were those giant coffins placed inside the tunnel, which is one very narrow entrance? The place is located in the Saqqara cemeteries in the era of the Old Kingdom in Giza Governorate and is approximately 30 kilometers away from the pyramids.